Okay, there are certain conditions which have to be followed by the banks when they are starting up the or when they are creating ATM premises according to Reserve Bank of India. So these ATM premises which have to be created have to follow certain instructions, and they have to be according to certain standards which have been determined by Reserve Bank of India. Among them, there are few conditions which a bank has to satisfy. The first among them is mandatorily CCTV cameras have to be there. Now, CCTV cameras should be placed at such locations wherein all the CCTV cameras are able to record the face of the card holder. Okay, condition among them is recording the face of card holder is to be done from all angles. Okay, so placement of the CCTV camera should be made in such a manner that you are able to record the face of the particular holder of the card holder or the one who is undertaking transaction from all the different angles. For the one CCTV camera also has to capture the particular the person taking the cash which is withdrawn. Okay, taking the cash which is withdrawn. This is ensured because if in the future date, if the customer says that he has not withdrawn the cash, in that case the bank has a proof that the customer has actually undertaken the transaction and the customer has withdrawn the cash. तो ये proof होना बहुत ज़रूरी है in order to resolve the disputes in case if the customer claims that he has not withdrawn the cash. Further, in case of any type of fraudulent transaction which is suspected by the customer, then this would ensure that the fraudulent transaction can be investigation of the fraudulent transaction can be undertaken in a very smooth and seamless manner. Further, the security guard has to be there. Security guard is it has to be there in order to provide safety and security while the card holder is undertaking cash transactions, especially in odd hours. Okay, जब वहाँ पे एरिया बहुत ही आइसोलेटेड हो जाता है, अंधेरा हो जाता है, उस टाइम पे the transactions have, if a customer is undertaking a cash transaction, then in order to ensure the safety of the customer, such a transaction has to be such a security has to be provided to them. Further, security also needs to be guarding the ATM machine, okay, and surrounding it. Security guard is for the safety of the customers, first and foremost, customer safety, and ATM machine safety. Both type of safeties have to be ensured by the particular bank when they are undertaking such a transaction or while they are setting up a ATM premise somewhere. Further, if for example the area is known to be having a high criminal rate, then in that case the particular area should be or the ATM which is located in such an area should be having additional security. Okay, additional security होना उस केस में बहुत ज़रूरी है. Further, for differently abled, the ATM premises should be accessible. For differently abled, the ATM premise should be made accessible. दैट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट कंडीशंस की जो डिफरेंटली एबल्ड है उनके लिए एक्सेसिबिलिटी बढ़ाया जाए. ओके, इंश्योर दैट ATM is accessible. Okay, ramps should be there, and it has to ensure, or it should be ensure that ATMs are at an appropriate height. So that the person who is differently abled is able to undertake the transaction in a smooth manner. स्मूथ मैनर में ट्रांजेक्शन होना ज़रूरी है. यहाँ पे आपने ये इंश्योर करना है कि कोई भी डिफरेंटली एबल्ड पर्सन है तो उसे कोई दिक्कत नहीं हो. So these are the conditions which have to be kept in mind by a bank when they are trying to create a ATM premise. So further, we would be talking about white label ATMs, which are being set up by a third party, a non-banking entity who is providing ATM services to the people in order to ensure that accessibility of the financial activities or transactions can be undertaken in a much more smoother manner. White label ATMs are a new initiative which is undertaken by Reserve Bank of India. We would be talking about that. Thank you.